Here we go. All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. And thank you all for being here. Happy Thursday. I can't believe what we got. 10 days left in May. Is that no less? Like a week, right? Yeah. Yeah. Fast, really fast. Anyway, I'm so happy to be here with you all today. And I want to thank Wisdom Seeker Joan for being here. And Terry Suzuki for being here, Kigaru Spiritual Journeys. And I just want to remind my moderators, if you put in a link to their channels and people go there to sign up, within 2 or 3 days, the subscription will drop. So I'm going to ask that you just put Wisdom Seeker Joan and Kigaru Spiritual Journeys. People can write that down and then they can go over to the channel and like and subscribe to it. I'm seeing that there's a lot of big changes going on right now with YouTube. So and the other thing I want to mention is that there are some shenanigans going on. Ease Your Mind, Psychic Arthur had somebody that was writing in his chat and he ended up stealing his name and putting a dot at the end of it and then trying to solicit people. And so it wasn't him. And so, you know, if it looks, or if you ever get an email from any of us that say, oh, please come and see me and I'll give you a reading. Unless you won a contest, you're not going to hear from us. Get an email from any of us that say, oh,
excuse me.
Okay. Anyway, so just a reminder. Just a reminder, and everybody works really hard to get their members, and these lovely ladies are sitting at 500 or so, almost. And so
496. Maybe it could happen this.
Maybe it could happen.
I was just checking it, but I've turned off my phone, so I won't interrupt anymore.
Okay, and Terry, you're close to that too, aren't you, or over it? I don't know.
I'm over 500, but I haven't checked in a while. So
yeah, okay, yeah. So they sure could use your help, and. Yeah, thanks, Leah. I appreciate it. And yeah, I had mentioned this all about, I don't know, 6 months, a year ago. And people were still putting it in the chat. I didn't say anything after a while, but then I started to notice it was happening again. So just a little shout out to those of us who work so hard to get our subscriber base. So I want to say hello to Ness, and I want to say hi to Randy. And let's see, Leah is here, Janet Bora Bora, CQ. I'm sorry, CJ, not CQ. Hi, Carolyn Booker. Nice to see you. And we have Wisdom Seeker Joan. Okay. We have a light worker here. We have Christine Fryer, Connie Epley, Emmy J. Wonderful to see everybody. Thank you so very much. Craig Dixon. Hi, Eliza Bassett. Blessings to you on the full moon, and aloha. Sue Toffee. Wonderful to see you. Viviani's here. And Sarabi Kumari is here. All right. I got your question, Sarabi. Let's see. Hi, Nancy Smith. And Emmy J, I got your question. Hi, Dancing Debbie, Linda Kennedy, Cindy and Encinitas, Mystical Thorn. All right. Thanks, Sue. Appreciate it. Leah, moving on. Okay. Lori Hunsinger's here. Wow, we got 33 people. Thank you so much for being here. A light worker. Okay. Yeah, so we are simulcasting on both of these lovely ladies' channels. So if you get a chance to go over and like their channel, you can see what their offerings are as well. These two ladies work together quite often when Terry wasn't in Japan anyway. But Terry's back. Dun, da, da, da.
She's back.
I was telling Terry that there is a recent picture of 7 lights across Japan. I don't know where in Japan, but 7 lights, and the lights are streaming down like this. So it looks almost like spotlights coming down, you know, like when they had the thing, but it's straight down. And there's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of people are receiving light codes, getting downloads. A lot of people are dizzy like myself. I'm dizzy anyway, but there I go today. I'm feeling that way. The sunspot activity. And we're just in a really abundant time right now. And of course, it's the full moon today. What didn't surprise me today was a very dear friend's ex-husband died today. He had full organ failure, but I wasn't surprised because it's a full moon. A lot of people leave on a full moon. So I had a feeling he was going to leave today, but fortunately asked Azrael to help him over. So I hope he's doing fine. Yeah. All right. Carolyn, that's fine, dear. That's just fine. Yes, Linda, you got some amazing messages with Sun Psychic Jean and these lovely ladies. That's great. I love it. Yeah. All right.
Well, I wanted to remark about the fives.
Okay.
Congratulations on you getting to 5,000 followers. And I heard that Susan Lynn just recently got to 50,000, and Terry and I might get to we're around 500. So 555s and, lots of people we know. And that's all
Susan
about
Lynn
Jane.
is at 50,000 subscribers?
Yeah. She
Wow.
just, that was
Wow.
a couple days
I
ago.
thought 5,000 was pretty good. Well, good for her. Good for her.
Yeah.
My goodness. Yeah.
But
Yep.
fives are
Busy
about
lady.
change. Let's hope it's change for the better.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I think it is, actually. A lot of people were saying this vibration, the astrologers are saying, is pretty good right now in May. So let's ride the wave. The other thing I'm seeing is a lot of people are elevating. They're hearing things, seeing things, synchronicities and other things, and their gifts are expanding. So yeah. So thank you,
Cool.
Joan. I love that.
Yeah.
Yes, you do look great.
I would absolutely have to agree with that. One thing that happened in Japan when I was there that I didn't tell you about is when I first landed and then was taking the train home, suddenly, and I'm not very clairaudient, but suddenly I could hear everybody's thoughts around me. And I'm like, well, this is unusual. It didn't last, but I was like, wow. How did that happen for a second there? Maybe I was so tired from flying that I just had all my guards down or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wild.
Well, because you don't really want to hear what some people are thinking, I'm sure.
Probably not.
Were you hearing it in English or Japanese?
I was hearing it in English. I am having language problems. Like the man I read the other day, my guide spoke to me in Japanese.
Yeah.
Fortunately, they said something I could understand.
Right.
But
Maybe they knew that. Oh, she gets this part. We'll make it easy.
They know your vocab. That's great.
Yeah.
You have to know you probably spent a lifetime there and you're just remembering it. You know that.
Well, I've had people read my past lives, and I've spent 3 lives there. So
Okay.
I think
Makes
that's why
sense.
it feels so familiar.
That's why and you recognized your husband when you met him probably as well, right?
Ooh,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah. You were predestined. There you go, to meet him at the time you did. So hi, Kelly. Hi to Allie's in North Carolina. It looks like Allie's in North Carolina. Wayne Rich. Edna May, it's good to see you. That was my aunt's name, Edna May. So I never have heard anybody else ever tell me that. So congratulations. Cindy, you got a crow feather from your dad. He passed on the 11th. I'm so sorry for your loss, but how beautiful is that?
Yeah.
I'm so happy you got that. That's fabulous. Thank you for sharing that as well. Yeah, Charlie C, Sage of Fire. Everybody thought it was wild that you could hear people. That's wonderful. Yeah. All right, Allie. Let's see. Marby's here. And Sun Psychic Jean. Yay!
Yay. Hey, Jean.
How you doing?
Thanks for coming.
Yeah. I'm going to be on with her tomorrow on her channel in the afternoon. I'm looking forward to it. I can't believe it's already Friday tomorrow. It's like, yeah. All right. So let's see. We've got a few people who have questions. Okay. So some of you, I did say that I would like to take questions from some people that don't often get, or either they come in too late or they don't get their question answered. Then I will go back to the others who of course, I recognize, and we'll give you an answer if we have the time. If you would stay here and be here for your reading, it's very helpful to the ladies so that they can feel that energy from you. And yeah, let's go ahead and start right now. So Sarabhi, I hope I'm saying it right. I try to say names. You want to know, when will I be in a relationship and how will he be? All right. Wasted Millennium, thank you. I got you on the list.
Well, when I tuned in, I got right away words that wouldn't have been the way I would have said it, but it was something like, you will be in a relationship when you learn to throw your heart over the fence, to kind of let go of it, and to take that risk and just go for it. There's some kind of cute saying about that I can't come up with exactly, but they showed me the image of you taking your kind of like Valentine heart and throwing it over the fence into the unknown, like totally releasing it, and then I asked, so how will he be? And they said, he will be exactly what you manifest. So that's why you can throw your heart over the fence, because if you spend the time focusing on exactly what you want and say this or something better for my highest and best outcome, and then let go of it, throw your heart over the fence. And now they're showing me pulling it back. So then you'll be able to reel back like you're fishing or something like that. Do you remember? I don't know if you did that when you were little, but I remember going to like church bake sales or something. They'd have the fishing tent where you'd have like a fake fishing line, and they'd have a
little duck in there. Wasn't there a duck?
Yeah. No,
okay.
this was the one where there was like, this is the olden days where they did dangerous things. There'd be a big like pin on it, like diaper pin, a safety pin. And then they'd pin something on and you'd pull out a little prize or something like that. But it's sort of like that, putting the line over there and not really seeing, but trusting that you're going to get what you want back, or that what you're going to pull back is going to be a wonderful gift. And I know that's not as specific as you like, but that's what they told me.
Well, mine is not as specific either, but I first heard them talking a little bit about that you have to work on yourself a little bit, understanding yourself. So that also means, manifesting, finding out what you want, and not making the list too tight. Give a spirit a little bit to work with. But I also saw, it's funny that you said fishing pole, because it's almost like a line got jerked back and there's a gift, that she got a gift, and it was round and shiny. It was like a metal egg kind of. And when she went to open it, it just exploded. And it exploded like with confetti and just good things. So I have a feeling that the person that you are going to eventually attract is going to be surprised. Is there going to be a little bit of a surprise? So I have a feeling that maybe it's not quite what you expect, but it's going to be surprising, and it's going to be a celebration. It's going to be fun. I think that it's going to be a great person. So put out your manifestation out there. Throw your heart on that line, and just see what you pull back.
All right. So I have ladybugs, and ladybugs mean good luck. So I think good luck is coming. But right now it says, and I think this is what Joan was referring to, there's kind of a brick wall there. And the reason is because you have to make progress on what it is you're doing for yourself, for you loving yourself, for you to get yourself in the right place to be in a very good relationship. But don't let the brick wall stop you. Just realize that we all have to take care of ourselves and love ourselves. And when the perfect timing comes, there you go. Look at that. Beautiful. And there's a rainbow there. So I think it's coming for you. Just make sure to love yourself and not to think that you're an unworthy person to love, because once we love ourselves, we open ourselves up to the greater good. So best of luck. Best of luck. Thank you so very much. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Rush. Hello, Diamond. Hello to others who have come in. Thank you for being with us this afternoon. Thank you so much. So Leah, you wanted to know tomorrow. You're next after MEJ. Tomorrow. I'm losing my mind. So Mary Ellen would like a message from Spirit, please.
They are showing me a train track, like a model train, but a little bit bigger. It's a little bit larger than just a toy. And they're showing me you as the engineer, and you are down on your hands and knees, and you are getting the tracks just right. You're setting the cars on there just right. You're looking at the wheels. You are the engineer of this, and you are currently working. So I think that's what their message to you is right now. You are working on something right now that you have been constructing for quite a long time. And while it is still in the works, let me just ask them real quick. Is this close to being done? Is this? Yes, this is close to being done. So what you've been working on, and they probably mean spiritually, but they could mean in, objectively as well, that you are close to being done. It's very close, very, very close.
That's interesting because what I got right away, my throat chakra lit up, and then I saw kind of like this ribbon of energy that was exactly the color of the butterflies, kind of that orangey gold coming out from your throat and going out into darkness. And then it's this high energy that you're sending out, maybe some tone, whether you're speaking or singing or whatever. It's energy you're sending out, and then something good is following it back. It's something that you are putting out, energy that you're putting out into the world. People, circumstances, whatever it is that you're focusing on, respond to that energy and follow it back to you. And it's a good thing. And maybe that's sort of, it was this ribbon of energy for me, and it was the train track for you, but it's something you're working on. So whatever it is that you're working on, when you're building that train track or putting out the message, just do it with love and joy in your heart, and that's what you'll get back to. How about you, Allie?
Well, I'm trying to do too many things at once. All right, so I have.
Yes.
Sorry.
That's
all right.
quite
So
all right.
the first card I get is integration. And so I'm seeing that it's very possible that you need to have more balance, MEJ. It's got the yin and yang here. And you can see that there's two different kinds of birds on either side of you. And above you is a beautiful a diamond. And so it's saying take time to integrate all of the things that you find important to you in your life, your balance, your spiritual, your physical, and your emotional worlds. It says, because we all live in a world of illusion, but we can determine what is real. We have the ability to look beyond the illusion of what is right in front of us. And this will provide you with much healing that you need. It's interesting. The healing hand is in front of the solar plexus area, the stomach area. So I don't know if you're having any issues with that area, and I'm not a doctor, but your gut level, trust your gut, work on your gut. There you go. So thank you.
I forgot to say that
you
pulled a
forgot your
card for
card.
you, and I got the Oriole. And I didn't notice until later that the Oriole is orange, just like that ribbon I was seeing. And it says, a new creative venture is on the horizon. See it as a positive change.
Hey.
And Orioles are pretty creative in the way they
Unless you
go.
want to move to Baltimore, that could be it too. All right. So Leah would love to have a reading on moving to the Mississippi River.
Ooh.
Wow.
From the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah. Okay.
I heard pretty clearly, and by here, I mean, it was more like, brain to brain, but this is all in your control.
Mm-hmm.
And again, just like MEJ, I saw you in like an engineer's costume again, except for you're kind of at the wheel of a boat, but that you have the ability to engineer this if you want. You have more control in this than you think. So that's what I get, that you can move there, but it's up to you.
Okay.
Yeah, and right away I got sort of the warning part that it's sort of like an RV. Everything, like if you're going to be on a houseboat or something, you have everything that can go wrong with the house, and you can have everything that goes on wrong with the boat. So you have to be prepared for both of those things. But if you're careful about the place that you're going to be living and have, the right resources to help you if something goes wrong, when I asked the pendulum, it said yes. And I asked, is it just for a season? And it said no, that you could do this on a longer term basis. And then I said, well, what about the winters? Because there's a whole community of people here in St. Paul that live on houseboats. And then some of them stay there all winter long, and other ones chug downstream or else live somewhere else during the winter. So keep that in mind about bilocating or something, going downriver or whatever. I'm sure you've thought that through, but it's definitely a possibility, but they want you to be prepared.
How
Interesting. Yeah, very interesting, because I'm getting, in the RV community, there are sources out there where you can talk to people about getting part-time jobs, finding spots, being like the host of a community, all of those other things. And so I'm wondering if they have one there. I don't know if you're going to be on a boat or if you're going to be on the shore. I'm not sure. But if you can find some people that live near there and say, what's the weather like? Is it get really cold in the winter? Is it, I remember crossing the Mississippi River in December. Of course, it was December. And it was one sheet of ice, just a sheet of ice going through. And I didn't know if I was going to make it to the other side. Not on a boat, but I was driving across it. But so share with somebody. I'm getting you should postpone it till you know for sure that this is something you want. Maybe even try it out. Visit the area first, maybe. But whatever you decide, I think the harmony will come for you. And it's interesting that there are dolphins. There aren't any in the Mississippi River, but they are a fish. They're a form of fish. So there you go. Yeah.
And we see that Leah said she saw some great land, so it's not living on a boat, which is going to be safer.
Okay. All right. So she says she's 2.5 hours away east. Well, you know what? That may work out for you then, because you already know what the weather's like. You already know what. Yeah. So, thank you. Thank you so much. You saw some great land. That's awesome. Hi, Janet, Janice Cath, and Peekaboo, and Marjorie, it's nice to see everybody. If I missed anyone, I'm sorry. I appreciate you all being here. All right. So a light worker is wondering if she'll get a research job or funding soon.
I get a research job, and it's either going to happen in June or September.
Wow.
How about you?
I got a yes with my pendulum, but before we even read this question, I saw it come through in the chat, and right away they filled my mind with an old-fashioned pan, cast iron pan with popcorn in it. But the popcorn wasn't popcorn, it was dollar signs.
Ooh,
Dollar
I'll
signs.
take that one. Yeah.
Getting ready. So I know it's coming. So I just asked, is it going to come soon? Pendulum said yes. And then immediately it put September in my head.
Okay.
So,
okay.
I
Maybe
don't know.
by September anyway. Yeah.
Well, the interesting thing is that if it's research funding, that usually comes in September.
It's very true. Yeah. It's
And
academic year ends in June. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's coming. Coming.
Good. So I get Panda, which is gentle strength, personal boundaries. So, I also get it as like a teddy bear. And when I get a teddy bear, I feel really secure. So the puzzle pieces are starting to fit for you. There you go. And it says that you can start focusing on the future. So, yes, I think so. I don't know when, as the ladies have mentioned, I kind of like what their ideas are. But it looks like it's hopefully going to be there sooner than later for you, a light worker. So I know you've been working on this for a long time. So good luck to you. Thank you so much. All right. So we have a wasted millennium. Today, a friend said, I look like I'm 23. I'm 33. And I recently saw 23. Also, the date is the 23rd. So clearly there's a message or something to do it. Any idea of what? That's an interesting question. Doesn't that also make fives?
That's what I'm thinking. And it's about there's a change coming. There's some kind of change coming. Let me think if I can get anything else. It's about moving forward. Because when I tune in, I get a 5, and it's kind of like tilted forward, like it's zooming, like the bottom part is a wheel. So something's coming up for you.
Yeah.
I think it'll be good, but just be open to change and ask that you are able to embrace it and that it be in your best interest or whatever.
Yeah.
Same. I saw like a Ferris wheel. Of course, they're round, but then as the Ferris wheel I was looking at it, it changed shape to a triangle, which is the word delta. And delta stands for change in math. So it's change. It's change. So, yeah.
Got any spare change?
I love that you got the triangle, the delta.
And you know what? It's unbelievable. It's so wonderful. And what I really love is, hey, if somebody told me I look 10 years younger, when you get older, we love that. So you may not love it at 33, but you would love it at 63, 73, 83, whatever. So yeah. You've been trying to control your emotions at this point, and perhaps for a long time, and it seems like you're ready to burst, but good luck is on your side. There's the clover, and things are about to get more exciting. It's like shaking up a soda bottle and having all the sodas explode all over the place. and it's a good change. Yeah, it's a
Oh my
good thing.
gosh. Look at what Wasted Millennial just said, because I think we're all correct.
Yeah. Oh, let's see. I have to go back here. One big change. You're moving from Sweden to Australia. I married my now wife last year, and we live separately. Oh, wow. It's
Yep.
coming.
Oh,
It's
and then
coming.
the other one.
Oh, the other one is me and a friend made an invention today, and we think it might be a multi-million-dollar idea for real. Oh my God.
Yes, yes, yes. You embrace change.
Congratulations.
Good for you. Moving fast.
Absolutely. I got the chills. That's wonderful.
After
Yeah.
you get all the patents and you have it nailed down, come back and tell us what it is, but not until
Yes.
Yeah.
then.
Yeah,
Don't
right.
look
At
till
some
then.
point, say, remember
Don't.
me? I was wasted millennium, and this is what I invented. And it can't be the Post-it notes because that was already tried in Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion. So it isn't that. Anyway, thank you. Very good luck to you, my dear. Good luck. Good luck. Yes. All right. So Edna May, is my insurance company going to replace my roof? Oh, honey, I hope they do. They didn't with me, and I'm still fighting with them about my flooded house. Oh, God. It's just not good. Oh, good. Thank you, dear. Yeah. Is it your birthday, Diamond? Oh, wow.
I'm
Oh, I'm
getting a very, very small yes. So
okay.
I think this means they're going to drag their feet, and
Yeah.
they'll eventually do it. But I don't know if you want to, if there's somebody at a legal services or something like that that you could talk to who focuses on insurance law, but they're going to try and drag it out. They will eventually do it, but you might have, it's going to be like pulling teeth. I'm really sorry to tell you that, Edna May.
No, and it is with them. Just let Edna just say it's going to work out. Everything always works out, and just keep plugging at it. Honestly, yep,
Yeah.
yep.
My pendulum gave me a yes as well. And it started out teeny tiny and then moved very big. So
Okay. Good.
I
Yeah.
would suggest to manifest this, to every day wake up and say, thank you for replacing my roof. And as if it already has happened.
There you
And
go.
it will.
Yep, yep. Most benevolent outcome for you, Edna May. Yep,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yes.
Thank you. And thank you, Eliza, for saying that as well. So, yes, you will be rewarded for your efforts because you'll be the busy bee. And you'll get some satisfaction out of it. Now, you know, they may not give you the whole amount, but at least you can get some of that amount. Of course, with me, I think I have like a $950 deductible, which is really not bad, not bad. But three people, it may take three people to look at it, like the underwriter, and his I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Or it could be us three saying you're going to get it. I don't know. Anyway, thank you, Jess, for becoming Joan's 500th subscriber. There you go, Joan. Yay!
Thank you.
That's awesome. I'm so happy for you. Yes, yes, yes.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Oh, thanks, Edna May. We hope that it works out for you, and we know it will work out. We're going to say it that way. We know it will work out for you. All right. So Catherine Pfeiffer Crokin says, I'd appreciate a reading about returning to New Zealand. Wow, we got a lot of people on the move, don't we? Woohoo. Yeah. have to check out for just 1 minute, ladies. I'll be back.
Well, do you have anything yet, Joan?
Oh dear, I'm sorry. I was going to offer. I was busy. I was going to offer Majestic Oracle a free reading for being my 500th subscriber.
Oh,
But so now I need to tune in.
that is,
I appreciate a
I
reading,
have
but we
something.
finished. Okay, you go, and I
I
will
have
go first.
something. So it's very odd. So I asked my pendulum if that you're going to return to New Zealand, and they said yes. But then I'm like tried to pin it down time wise, and I could not. It was not cooperating at all. So then I kind of tuned in to your spirit, trying to get them to show me what's going to happen, and they showed me that you can return to New Zealand. It's up to you when you want to do it. There is a small sticking point, and it looked like an airplane, like part of an airplane, and you're there. But then there's some little gold thing, kind of like blocking the door, like
Ah,
like maybe it requires money to do this, or but it also felt a little bit more like government regulations standing in your way. So if you, I think that you would be wise to make sure like your passports are up to date or anything like that, because it feels like there's just a tiny little sticking point, something that should be easy to get over, but it's just sticky. It's just blocking the door a little bit.
all right.
Yeah, and I get that you can do this, but when I tuned in, I was getting just pictures right away, and I saw you in like really good walking shoes. They were very cute, but they were very sturdy, and you were just striding ahead. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And
Ah,
then it changed to like old scuffs or slippers, and it was obvious that there was a lady, an older lady with a cane who was kind of, hobbling along there, or shuffling along, not hobbling. And so I don't know if that means you're going to go there and stay until you're an older person who wears scuffs and uses a cane, or if there is an older person there that
mhm.
is that you're going to see and help or something like that. So that was a little confusing to me. Maybe it means something to you. But I did pull some cards and got the woodpeckers, who says use your discernment and fortitude to achieve your goals and find a new rhythm. So this would be a new rhythm. And Archangel Haniel says, trust your vibes. So
All
I
right.
think those are
I love that.
both good pieces of advice or feathers of
That's great.
advice.
So what do I get? I get Terry Suzuki's stage.
Oh,
Oh wow.
That's what Terry says when she sees things. She says, I see this on my stage. For you, it says that this is an issue that's in the spotlight. So I think you're spending a lot of time thinking about it, and you're really trying to manifest that in your world, and that you want control over the timing. But I don't know that there is, although you do have the steering wheel. So I think once that roadblock or whatever it is that's in the way gets out of the way, it's a straight course for you, and it will create a ripple effect, a series of consequences that will be wonderful. So don't give up if that's what you want to do. Work on it, manifest it. We all are powerful, powerful manifestors. There isn't anything that we can't achieve if we believe we can. So good luck, Catherine. Thank you so much. All right. So we have Miss Shauna G. How will court go for me tomorrow? Oh, aren't you the lucky one, Shauna? I hope it goes well for you. I have to go to unemployment court.
Mm.
I didn't know they had that unemployment.
Well, yeah, it's going to be like a judge, and you're on Zoom with them. Yeah. Hmm.
I have jury duty in the first week of June.
I'm
I've
sorry.
always wanted to do it. I never get picked. Who's
Oh, you
ever
like
going to
it?
pick
Oh,
who's ever going to pick a psychic medium to be on your jury?
well,
Nobody.
yeah, and I would say that just to get off the jury. So I hate that stuff. Oh. All right. So I'm going to go first, Sean. I have here a mask. Is there something that's being hidden or that was hidden that created the problem? I'm seeing that there might be some lies and deceit that will come out. I don't know if it's from you or it's from if there's other people involved in it or not, but the mask needs to come off. It is going to be a bit of a challenge. It's like fitting a puzzle piece into a puzzle, but you got the ripple effect. So I'm thinking to myself, I when I see this, I think it's a positive outcome. So, if you can show that either you're not deceiving somebody or they haven't deceived you, or you don't have any people lying on the stand, that the puzzle piece that you carry should be a good, that's what I get.
I didn't get a feeling about the outcome, but I got a couple of things. One, the very first thing I got was the word circumspect. To be, if you're going to be on the stand or answering questions, to think about what you're going to say and answer the questions directly and not give anything extraneous. You might not be able to tell the whole story, but just be careful not to just sort of ramble on the way I'm rambling on right now. Kind of consider it and then give a straight answer that is truthful and all that. And then what else was so the circumspect, and then I was okay. What was the outcome? Oh, the other thing is I drew a card that said face fear and rise. So this is an Archangel Cassiel, and you can see there's the yin yang symbol on her abdomen. So it's a balancing, it's sort of balancing, but the whole thing of going through into this, it's get it in your mind that, okay, this is going to happen. It might be kind of threatening and scary, but I can do this. I can face fear, and it's going to, and by the end, you'll have a decision. And then I got this image of a tree that had been sort of, I don't know, it couldn't grow for some reason. And then as soon as this binder or whatever was taken off, it could reach up to the sky again. So I get the idea that this is something that's been holding you back. And no matter what the situation is, it's going, or what the outcome is, you're going to be able to grow again once this is behind you. So we're going to send you all the most positive energy so that things work out in your favor tomorrow, and wish you the very best.
And my reading, what I'm getting is it's a little bit hard to make sense of. They're showing me like this kind of leather couch, but it's very close up and it's very high end, where I'm getting just a very high end piece of furniture. And it feels like, well, I guess I'm just going to look at it and let my feelings speak, but it feels like you're successful. It feels like you have more support than you know. And I also got the idea that, when you're asked a question or when you're asking a question, you should take a breath first and kind of center yourself. Maybe even imagine yourself sitting on that very good piece of furniture, a lot of support, because I think there's more support for you in this than you think. So just go in there with your head held high and take a deep breath. Don't let anybody rush you.
Mm-hmm.
And it will probably go fine. I really feel very much like it's going to go fine.
Okay.
Great.
Thank you. Good luck. Good luck to
Yes. Report back.
you. Okay. So the next person we have is Diamond, and she wonders around her husband's job and finances. Will they improve? It's not time for dinner. Go lay down. Go on. So I have here that he's divinely protected, and I see some success coming with that divine protection. The sun is a wonderful card, Diamond. So it looks positive to me.
I'm getting a yes. It might take a while because it circled for just a little while and then it became positive. But then the picture I got was like of someone playing hopscotch. Like there's certain steps he needs to take, and each time he stepped on one of the squares, it sort of lit up. But it might not be the straightest of path, and you can only hop on one leg here, and you have to do two there, and all of that. So there's a pattern or a I don't know some steps he has to go through. But I see it working out, and got guardian angel, ask your angels for support, and the chickadee. The time's right to release old patterns and energies. You're ready to embrace change. There we go. The number 5 again.
Number 5.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow. I got a picture of him on my stage with him working very diligently with his back to me. And so I was asking why is his back to me? Why is this important? And they're saying because he's highly trustworthy. His employer can see him like that because he's highly trustworthy. But it seems like that financial advancement for him is more in his own hands. I think that I got the feeling that he should believe in himself a little bit more and proceed as if he's worthy. So I'm not really sure how he can do that, but it feels like that he is absolutely worthy of financial advancement. He can do it. He's definitely. It is something that's going to happen, but he can advance this cause himself. He can do this himself a little bit, and it probably means being a little less fearful about speaking his truth. Yeah.
All right. Well, good luck, Diamond. I hope things work out really well for him. All right. So here's Nancy.
Yeah. She said you were spot on, Terry. Great.
Oh, wow. That's always great to hear. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So Nancy Smith wonders, can she get a message from her spirit guides? All right. Thank you, Nancy. Oh, Catherine, that's so interesting. Remember the cane image in the walking with a cane? It brought to mind her son-in-law's father, who's 92 and visits for long periods of time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Good, Joan.
All right. Wow. I got abundance for you, Nancy. Look at that beautiful picture. It's like this beautiful king, and he's just surrounded by rainbows and love. And oh my goodness, abundance is coming. You have reached a ripeness in order to get this wonderful abundance. We tend to think abundance might just be monetary, but there are other forms of abundance. So make sure you think about those when you're kind of placing where this may come. But it's in an area where you might have been suppressed for some reason. There is like ropes here, like something's been holding you down or holding you back. And so you're ready now, and those will be cut in order to free you for this wonderful abundance coming. So thank you.
That's beautiful. I saw knitting needles, and you're knitting, and the yarn is coming up. But what's coming, and it was just like this normal gray yarn, knitting away, but what's coming out of what you're actually creating is this beautiful, it's like a tartan, like a wool tartan. And I know those are woven rather than knitted, but that's what's coming out of your knitting needles. So it's like you're pulling these strings together, you're pulling these things, these strands of your life or experience or talents together, and you're creating something that's sort of more than the sum of the parts. There's, by coming through you, filtering through your energies, you're producing something in your life that's better than you could have imagined, I
Wow.
think.
So I saw her spirit guides on my stage, and then but really they focused on just a couple of them, and they looked like marshmallows, like a white one and a pink one, another white one. I'm like, oh yeah, you guys look really happy. This is okay. That's good. That's good. And then they started kind of throwing out like 4-leaf clovers, and then just at the end of Joan's reading, they just dumped a box of. I'm just seeing Lucky Charms cereal raining.
It's a charming cereal, simply charming.
Charms with the marshmallows and the. So I have a feeling that yes, some abundance is coming your way. I don't know if it's money. I doubt it's money. It's probably just you're going to have the most wonderful summer. The things that
Maybe.
you want to do, that you want to manifest, are probably going to be coming true. But man, a whole box of Lucky Charms, man.
Maybe she's got what is the little leprechaun? Maybe he's one of her spirit guides or one of her elementals. So you
Maybe.
might end up with a good, big, abundant garden if you planted something outside. Ooh,
Yeah, but
so fun.
abundance.
Yeah,
Your guides have a sense of humor. Boy, is that right.
that's great. I love that. Thank you so much. All right, so we have Evelyn Dismangles. Will I pass the exam that I took today? Well, how confident do you feel? I never feel confident. I don't care how long I've studied or how good. I always feel like, oh my goodness. I don't know. Let's see.
And I got one more thing for Nancy. And
Oh,
they're saying
okay.
another way of saying what I was trying to say was like spinning straw into gold.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay, so now Evelyn. I get yes, and they said you're going to get a 96.
I got a yes right off in my head, and then I thought I'm
Did
going to
you?
double check with my pendulum. Still a yes.
Yep.
So
Yep. Now that's good. And wow. I have politics. I don't know what that might have.
Ooh.
Did you take an exam for a lawyer or like an exam in college for political science or something? Anyway, look what's hiding behind the mask. I think it's funny.
ooh.
But I feel like it's a positive card, even though it doesn't look it. It looks more sinister, but I want Joan on my side when I take an exam so she can give me a 96.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, fun boy. You got lucky today. I would like a reading about how well I could do if I took the sanitation job I've been thinking of. All right. Okay, Evelyn. Well, good luck to you, dear.
I get that you're going to like it. And I get a warm feeling in my heart chakra, and then it goes up into my throat. And it's like there's something about it that would allow you to express yourself. I don't know if that means having influence over other people that you're working with, or that you like the people you're working with. Well, how well I could do. Okay, so is that monetarily? Tell me about this monetarily. Is this a job that could help Fund Boy do well monetarily? It's a small guess saying it's a step forward. Yeah.
Okay. Did you go, Terry? I
Well,
can't remember. Did you go?
I
No.
haven't gone yet.
Okay. Okay.
I saw you immediately on my stage, and two angels had a hold of your shoulders. Each one had a hold of the other shoulder, and they have you firmly locked in. You cannot get away from them.
Mhm.
And not that you're going to try, but I heard this is a stepping stone. This is something good for you. This will, in other words, that the job is bigger. I think it goes on to something else. And if you have angels around you, it's got to be good. So I think this is something you would enjoy and would further you in the career path that you're on.
Okay. So I'm
Wonderful.
getting hard work. It's hard work, but I think it would pay off for you. But I want to tell you, don't tell anybody that you work with any of your secrets that you wouldn't want to share with the world. Let's put it that way. Because there's somebody in there that could be, it says be safe. And so I'm getting the fact that this person may not be very nice. Just be careful. Just, especially in the beginning until you know you can trust somebody. But as far as the job goes, it looks like it's hard work and you'll do well with it. So congratulations.
Good luck.
Enjoy. Yeah. Yep. Okay, so ladies, it is 4 minutes before the hour. How much can you stay any longer? Do you have commitments with something else? I don't know, because we have a few questions, but I have tried to put newer people on first in order to answer their questions. What would you like to do? Stay, go, whatever.
Could go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm okay for like 15 more minutes.
15 more minutes? Okay. Is that all right for you,
Exactly
Joan?
what I was going to say. You must be.
Well, that's good because I have a show at 5 and I'd like a break in between 3:30
Okay.
and 4 o'clock
Sure.
and 5.
But if you wanted to end earlier, that would be okay.
No,
too.
15 minutes
Okay.
works. That's perfect.
Perfect.
Thank you. All right, so we have Sue Toffee, and we will try to answer what we can in these last 15 minutes.
Okay.
Will Katz and I have funds to be approved and find a new rental in the next 90 days? Devastated to be given notice to move. I am so sorry. I've heard this from more than one person. Yeah, not a good way to have to up and leave.
I'm sorry to say that I heard not with the cats, but without the cats, you'll be able to. So maybe part of this will be you finding a temporary place for the cats that maybe you can recover them later or whatever.
Okay. I got that you're going to seal a deal or get a message from somebody. Maybe they'll say, I can take you for a while, but not maybe the cats. But in the end, it looks like it's going to turn out okay. I don't know when the end is. I don't know if that means it's more than 90 days, Sue. But yeah, I think it's in the stars that eventually you will all be back together again.
So I'm not getting a lot of big answers here. So the first question, will the cats and I have funds to be approved? I didn't get a yes. I didn't get a no, but I didn't get a yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then will I find a new rental in 90 days? I also didn't really get an answer, but inside talking to Spirit, it felt like, yes, you will. But on the stage, I saw you with your explorer costume on, like you're going to go hiking, but all of your little kitties had the explorer costumes on too.
Okay.
So I think it's probably closer to what Joan read. That maybe
you could find someone to take them and board them for a little while until you can find the right place. Yeah. Okay, so you might want to roll back if you didn't hear the whole thing, but thank you. Thank you for saying you're here. I appreciate it. Mm-hmm. All right. We have Miss Rossi, a message from angels or guides.
Okay. Ooh. Well, when I tuned in, heart chakra lit up, and then I heard the message is always love. And I drew a card for you and got Archangel Mike. Yeah, Archangel Michael, who says, step into empowerment, which is pretty heavy stuff. So,
Mm.
and when you put them together, when you bring love to any situation, that's allows you to step into your power.
Yep. How true is
Yeah.
that?
Rossi, I'm gonna just kind of second what Joan said here, because right away on my stage, it kind of showed, they kind of showed me like a sunset and kind of you, and the whole picture is kind of white and black, which in this case, black is not usually a bad color when I see it, but in this case, what it means is you're having significant challenges right now, maybe spiritually or something, that there's,
I think it's with her job, actually.
yeah,
She's having to go back to work to the building, not she was working from home. I think it's more that, but yeah.
And so there's a lot of, it's not a very settled picture, but I got the feeling that this is the kind of thing that they'd probably like you to ground a little bit more. And I don't say that lightly, because I hate it when people tell me that. Because I'm like, how much grounded could I get? I'm on planet Earth, and gravity holds me here.
Right.
You know, but what they're saying, I think what they're saying, because now they're bringing it into mind, that when you pray or meditate, bring down source light, but then go down and bring up Mother Earth energy, that green light.
Yeah.
And that's what they mean by grounding, kind of like to just hold you in place firmly.
In between space. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's probably, if you're having job problems, people at work problems, that's probably another good thing, to just be firm with yourself and be firm with others.
That's wonderful. Allie's in North Carolina. For some reason, I've lost your question. Could you repost it, please? And I will do you after I finish doing Viviani. So I'm sorry. Sometimes that happens. It just blows away. But I saw that you had posted that earlier. All right. So message from your guides, Viviani. Oh my. Viviani, it says to just keep going with the flow and watch your step if you're stepping out into something new. And what's better than this? You read the Akashic Records. Look at this. Past lives. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing. Yeah.
And go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Okay. I saw you in a swimsuit and you're on the high dive and you're going, taking the steps, the big jump, leaping up, doing this huge swan dive in just perfect form and making just a tiny splash. And so it's like you're doing something scary, you're doing something new, but you've got the skills to do this, and you do it, and you're looking really good doing it too. So and then they just kept replaying. And now we're going to do a backwards somersault. And so I was just seeing all these different dives. So you're not a one-trick pony. You know more than one dive. You've got all these skills to bring, and it's just getting over the fear of being up on the high dive.
Wow.
Well, I got virtually the same thing, just in a different way, different things. But I saw you standing tall, standing proud, smiling, and on your shirt, you had a head girl pin. Like in English schools, they have, these different ranks, and we saw it in Harry Potter. And head girl, you have a pin on the pocket of your vest or whatever that says head girl. And when I saw this, I could just see wisps of smoke coming off of it, but it was really, it's not smoke. It's just, it's vibration, frequency, and they're so proud of you. They're so proud of all of the growth you've made, and you are the head girl right now.
There you go. There you go. All right. So some of you just coming in, we are actually past taking questions. We're almost done with the show. So if you ever want to come back, come earlier. We're here usually same time on Thursdays, 2:30 Pacific, 5:30 Eastern. And thank you so much. All right. So here's Ali Z. Whoops. Just wanted to know if a message is from her guides. Yeah.
So they're showing me your path, kind of, on my stage, and you are gardening. You're a gardener, but it also means that within you is being gardened, is being so there's fertility and growth in there. And then they kind of had me pay special attention to the garden because, of course, I would expect that suddenly we we're going to have flowers popping up and stuff. And that is not the kind of garden it is. It's an herb garden. It's all herbs. So what that tells me is that you are working. You're working right now on developing yourself, on and it's serious work. It's not frivolous flower work. This is serious work, and this is work that pays off. You can cook good food with this. You can do lots of things with herbs. And so to me, it says this is hard work, but enjoyable work. But it's enjoyable because I like to garden. And that it's really going to pay off.
Wow, that's wonderful. All
Well,
right.
I get
I'm
that
good.
power, or have I don't think I've done this one. The
Okay.
powerful stuff is happening with you. When I tuned in, got the heart and the throat, and then my crown chakra lit up, and it was just very, very much buzzing. So you are at a stage right now where it's a place of potential. They're close with you and watching over you, and saying kind of trust in yourself and in your own discernment. And I pulled a couple cards for you and got the ostrich, who says, follow the wisdom and truth you feel in your heart and trust yourself. And the choice is yours. Follow the wisdom and truth. And then I got the archangel Azrael, who's about endings and beginnings. And so there might be a change coming, and that can be a change for the better too. But just you're connected. They're working closely with you, and you're connected and protected. So you're going to be just fine. Take advantage of that.
Great. All right. I got 3 more. We got 7 minutes.
Okay.
So let's see if we can
I'll hurry it up.
consolidate here. All right. It's Marby, wondering for a general read.
Well, Marby, they immediately put you on my stage, and they put you in an old-fashioned 1960s, 50s house jacket, like a they used to have these white ones with little sprigs of flowers on them, and they were kind of in a polyester batting, so they were kind of fluffy. And I thought, well, that's weird to put her in kind of just a bedroom wear or a lounge wear. And they said, no, take care. We want her to take care of herself. We want her to So it felt really a nostalgic site. So there's something about nostalgia, something about going back in time, enjoying old memories, but taking care of yourself. There's something you need to break somehow. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Joan?
you need to let your light shine. What I saw was you were wearing this hat. This is kind of like a beret, and it was sort of like oatmeal colored, a little darker. It wasn't anything great, but then it turned out to be kind of like a halo, and it wasn't really a beret. It was like an abalone shell, and they look kind of icky and just sort of gray, or not gray, but kind of tan on the outside, but on the inside, it's this beautiful, beautiful pattern of purple and teal and blue and just gorgeous. And so it's like this wonderful thing shining out from behind you, and you had it on your head the whole time. So there's this beauty in you that you need to, recognize and kind of let your light shine. So that's what they're telling you.
That's beautiful. Yeah. Wow. We all
I
need to.
couldn't make
We all
this up
need
if I tried.
No, but we all need that message. It's really wonderful. All right. So Ness had the first question of the day, but I had put her at the end. So she wonders if she could get an energy reading for the next 7 days. She's trying to finish a chapter in her writing project. So I think it's more about career.
Okay. Well, once again, for the second time in a week, I'm getting the Jeopardy music. Do, 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 do. So this is like timing. And especially if it's about writing, it's put yourself on a schedule or say, I'm going to get up at such and such a time and sit down and write for X number of minutes or hours or whatever, and not judge and just let it come out. And then, after that time's up, then you can go do other things. But to make a commitment to yourself and kind of, whether it's at the same time every day, it doesn't really matter, but it's make a commitment of that time.
Okay.
Yep. I saw you on the stage. The stage is a little bit darkened, and I just saw the words come out of you and be written in white across the stage, just in the air. So it's there. It's there. Just
Okay.
do as Joan said. Take time. Make a schedule and let it come out. Don't judge what comes out. Let it come out and then edit it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't edit yourself before you even had a chance.
Don't put the horse before the cart before the horse, right?
Yeah.
Right.
All right, ladies. Last one. Craig's going to Rio. I thought it was Rio de Yoso, but I don't know. New Mexico for a
Okay.
convention. Does Clara have anything to say about this? So.
I heard her let out a big woo wee, and like she's already in the car, ready to go.
Uh-huh.
The car to me looks like a convertible, and she's like sitting in the back. It's like she's in a parade. You know how that they have the convertible car for the parades, and
Uh-huh.
so sits on the back, kind of like where the roof would go down, so that they can wave to the crowd. She's ready.
She's
So
ready to go. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Cool.
I kind of heard road trip and saw
Uh,
her in it was open top, and I'm seeing her from behind. She's got a fur stole around and she's wearing a beautiful yellow gown. And of course, whenever I see her, she has the long cigarette holder.
yes,
And
that's
I'm seeing
right.
her from behind, and the car, I'm not sure, it's an older car, but it has this kind of buttery yellow
Yeah.
color to it. So it's,
That is
and
the
of course, so
color
she's
I
matching the car.
saw.
Oh, really?
Car
Yeah.
too.
Oh, isn't that great? Well, we hope you have a fabulous trip, and we know you will, Craig. So take care of yourself. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, Joan. Thank you, Terry, and for staying a little longer. And thank you to everybody in the chat. We're sorry we couldn't get to every single person. We sure did try. So thank you so much. We'll see you next week. And thank you, Joan. and thank you for 500 subscribers for Joan.
Yes.
Woo! And some
We
more for
appreciate it.
Terry. Woo! So thank you, everybody. Yes,
Thank
you want
you,
my
Allie.
dog's even happy. Yes. All right. So bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.